Well, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. A little update on the shed, man. We put a new paint job on it. It's looking good. It's looking good. We ended up with a Dolphin Gray. Went with the most expensive paint possible so we could get a good shine on it. Because we're doing the whole property, these were testers. So we were like painting testers on the house to see if which one we was going to go with. And you can see there's two different shades of gray. We ended up going with this one here, which is what we put on the shed here. And yeah, man, it pops. It looks so good, man. That gray with that white trim, that bright ultra white trim, is just fire. It looks good. Let me show you this too. Got most of the roof done. Oh, so I got the roof laid, and so that side's completely done. I got a couple more strips here on this side, and then I got to go buy the bundle of ridge cap and then come back on, throw the ridge cap on, and then just make sure all my cuts down the sides here are all nice and even, and the roof will be finished. As you can see, we still don't have a door on it yet. That's kind of like one of the last things we're gonna do. Still got to do all the soffit and get that put up in there. Right now it's just kind of raw up there, so we'll pick up some plywood for that and slap that up there, and then hit that with some white primer and then that white ultra white paint, get that all done. And then we'll do the trim piece that runs from here, probably a 1x6 or something, and run that one right across there, cover up that seam. And then we'll bring our trim down the side, white trim down the side, and then we'll have our white trim that goes up and around this. And I believe I'm going to do the white trim down at the bottom as well, all the way around. So once we get all the white trim up there, the white door, man, that thing's going to pop, man. That gray just turned out such a good color, man. Such a good color. And that white on the gray just looks fantastic. So once we get this whole property done, like all the windows, all the trim, all that stuff's going to be the bright ultra white. And then all the house will be gray, same as this gray. And then all these little shutter pieces, we're going to take those down. We're going to hit them with like a dark lava rock looking burgundy color. And so the burgundy is the burgundy, dark maroon burgundy color, whatever color I select, that's going to be like the accent for the property to the gray and the white. So all this will get painted, but obviously we got to tear all this out, replace all the outside panels. And then I'm not going to be doing this pattern. I'm going to be doing a little something different. It's probably something similar to this over the top of this stuff. So it'll still have the plywood backing, and then the hardy board stuff over the front of it. That'll give it some good durability and some good extra added insulation because all the fish tanks will be inside this room here. So there's your little update, man. Shed's coming along. It's getting there. It looks good. Happy with it so far. Few more things and we'll wrap that project up. And you can see we tore out the old shed that used to be right here. That's all piled up over here now, waiting for the scrap yard. I got 1,200 pounds of metal, probably got another 800 pounds of aluminum. So it's just kind of been stacking up after going through everything and stripping stuff down and just letting stuff collect over time. And then we'll run all that stuff to scrap yard, catch a fat check for it, and then go to Home Depot and buy more stuff. I still got to get a jackhammer and break this concrete pad out, haul off all this concrete, because this thing is not going to stay here. And then the plan here from here on out, obviously we're going to get started on this first, but eventually we'll work our way back over here, and I'm going to gut all this part of the yard, and then we're going to pour a big concrete pad right here. And then we're going to do an awning that comes off of this with just a pole and a pole, and that's where we'll be able to park the riding lawn mower, the push lawn mowers, and then probably going to mount like little hanger brackets along here because we're going to have the awning hanging over. That way I can put all like the post diggers and shovels and just hang them right on the hooks, and they'll just lean up against the shed right there. We'll have the riding lawn mower, push lawn mowers, weed eaters and shit like that all underneath that awning right there on that concrete pad. This will be gone. This tree will be here probably another year or two, but eventually it's going to go too. And then out here in the corner, we're going to do a big, that's a 6 foot tall chain link fence. That's how tall the waterfall is going to be. and it's going to cascade down over in the corner down into a koi pond that's going to be right here. So we're going to have a nice big koi pond right there with the waterfall. Concrete pad here with all the stuff, shed, and then right here we're gonna have the monkey enclosure. So I'm gonna be getting a couple of monkeys probably the end of next year, and eventually a couple years down the road I'll build an enclosure. For the first year and a half of the monkey's life, it pretty much holds on to its caregiver, mother, usually a parent. So they're not gonna go off into an enclosure by themselves. They'll just scream for the mother. So once I get the monkeys, it's probably going to be a year and a half before I'm going to need the enclosure to start being built, but that's the place it's going to go. And then obviously, like I said, we're going to renovate all this, and fish room is and the reef farm is going to be in here. Back there on that side, we'll close that off, put a door. That's where the studio is going to be. Wrap in the carport so that we can add on to this building. So we'll get it up over 1,000 square feet. So there's the plans, man. There's the updates. Everything's looking good. After running a few test paints on different grays, we narrowed it down and chose this one. It looks good. Happy with it, and can't wait to get the trim and the door on there and show you guys the finished product. We'll see y'all next one, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you watching the videos, and we'll see you.